Dr. Ravi Kumar Arun from IIT Jammu. Thanks for the opportunity to present my work in this leadership conference of IIT. I'll be talking about energy generation using paper microfluidics in today's short time. So in microfluidics, some of you must be knowing about in my microfluidics, we actually try to manipulate liquids inside micron-sized channels. Okay, but till now, whatever microfluidics or paper-based microfluidics, the main focus has been on point-of-care applications where a sample can be targeted on a particular location and analyte can be detected. Okay, so these applications were largely focused on chemical, biochemical, and medical applications. But in our laboratory in CSIR and subsequently at IIT Jammu, we focused on the use of paper-based microfluidics for energy generation. So when we talk about this energy generation using microsystems, so we are actually talking about energy in the range of few milliwatts, not more than that. Okay, so here also you can see that how the electrochemical energy conversion systems have been situated over here. So you can see that energy batteries and fuel cells are basically in a high energy density devices, while the capacitors are high power density devices. Okay, so in a fuel cell, basically if we talk about in this work on a fuel cell, in a fuel cell is basically it's an enclosed environment which is separated by a proton exchange membrane. Now, when we move towards a microfluidic confinement, so we can see that it is a single confinement with two inlets, and then when the fluids flow inside these a single channel, so they actually form interface between them, and this interface actually eliminates the need of this physical proton exchange membrane, and then so that actually simplifies the system. But still this system runs on a syringe pump based system. Okay, so here there were many challenges which were actually existing in the past few years. Here the first thing is that it depends on external pumping system to drive the fluid, and then the other PDMS based channels were also there to actually form these closed micro channels, along with the usage of syringe pumps and other things. While the major limitation is related with this lifetime, where it is actually not more than 30 minutes or so. So that was the main thing where, because of the limitation coming out from the usage of external syringe pump. Now, to eliminate that, what we did, we used a simple system which is paper and a pencil. Now, paper since it's a paper, so paper can be used as a capillary transport system where fluid can self-drive, right? And pencil can act as a gas diffusion electrode, so it can take oxygen directly from the air over its surface. So how the electrode was formed over here, so you can see that the electrodes are formed in the fashion of a stoves. So roughly around 100 to 200 stoves were required to form a single electrode over here. Of course, later on we actually mechanized it and further improved our system. So this is the setup, typical laboratory setup, which was used to demonstrate this paper and a pencil fuel cell. Okay, so here since it's a paper system, so it definitely requires less amount of fuel to be consumed. So 1 ml of fuel was sufficient enough to generate this fuel, to generate energy for roughly around 16 hours or so. So actually we enhance the overall working life of a fuel cell as compared to what the researchers demonstrated earlier. So here also in terms of power and the current density also, the performance was quite comparable as compared to earlier microfluidic systems which were demonstrated. So we got some motivation out of it, and we further extended our work in the direction of single inlet fuel cell, where both the liquids were actually mixed with each other, and then we further miniaturized the system. So eventually, by using several experimentations, we could develop a fuel cell in the form of a battery. Okay, where and all of us know that these batteries are being used for various applications. So now this fuel cell can be utilized for all those applications where batteries are being used, and we could manipulate the fuel and other combinations in terms of electrodes and as well, and we could make it a recycle in nature also. So rechargeable life is also was introduced for these fuel cells in terms of regenerative characteristics, and we could demonstrate so many applications. So all these things were done to have a solution for battery waste management and provide a green solution over existing products. Okay, so these are the commercial fuel cell which you can see over here, but the kind of solution which we are proposing over here is a innovative solution which can be extended further for all those applications where batteries are being used over here, and eventually we can minimize the battery waste, which is now being a serious problem for all of us. So here also you can see that in some videos over here, so you can see that how these can be utilized for different applications, and a little bit of energy can be generated over here. So here, in terms of translational efforts also, we could file 2 patents over here. And the technology transfer we did to industry in Maharashtra, who is actually involved with manufacturing of these device, microfuel cells. And the performance is encouraging for all of us. And we are further doing the manipulations and to enhance the overall performance of these systems as compared to what rechargeable batteries have been offering to us. So this is just one solution. So thanks for your patience.